Hey guys, so this is week 3 of the Human Link campaign, and today we have a few entries and one mention at the end of the video, so make sure you watch to the end, okay? So our first entry is for Mike. Now, Mike is the kind of person that sometimes he only has enough for lunch, during the day, and most of us live like that nowadays, to be honest. We have enough to feed our bellies and go home. But Mike, he tries his best to do good for others, and he noticed one day while he was eating his lunch that there was a homeless man sitting at another table. Now, Mike didn't have more than for the food that he was eating, but he took half of his meal and he gave it to the homeless person despite the looks he was getting from other people. And then he didn't say anything. He just ate the rest of his meal and left. And that's one of those situations where a lot of people have very weird stigmas towards the homeless, which is sad because a lot of them can't control their situations. You never know what a person came from. You never know what people have to deal with on a daily basis, and sometimes it's nice just to offer them a meal, and because you never know how that's going to brighten someone's day. So that's wonderful, Mike. Thank you for doing that. Next, this story is more a situation of compassion. It's still an act of kindness. It's still on our track for what this video is all about. But the compassion aspect, I think, is bigger than just the pure kindness aspect. Diane, sent in and let me know that this past weekend she had to put her dog down. And that's very sad, and those situations are never easy. But while she was there, let's back up. So Diane has several dogs. This dog happened to be her favorite of the bunch because she was very small, very in need of love. And sorry, it's hard to talk about the animal stuff sometimes. Diane noticed on Saturday that her dog had 104-degree fever. Out of nowhere, the dog had been fine the night before, so she ended up taking her to an emergency vet because her normal vet was out of town at a conference. The emergency vet told her it was going to be $1,200 to do all the diagnostic necessary to find out what was wrong with her. And at this point, the dog was apparently already on death's door, very close. And while she was there, a couple passed her by, and they realized, what was going on, and they offered to pay for the $1,200. Complete strangers offered to pay $1,200 to have the dog diagnosed so that, something could be done. And at this point, the vet turned around and said, the dog's going to die. You're going to have the dog euthanized. And so the people, still stuck with Diane the entire time, and in the end they ended up paying not only for the euthanasia, but they also paid to have her privately cremated so that Diane could have the ashes and a paw print of the dog. And again, not all kindness is for happy reasons, but the fact that they had the compassion to help someone and to give something to Diane that she wouldn't have been able to afford on her own, because those private cremations can be expensive. We've done it a few times. Sometimes compassion has to come in that sadness, but it's still an act of kindness because now she'll at least have a part of the animal that she loves so much to have with her always, and that's something to be noted. So that's really nice. The last one we're going to talk about today is going to be anonymous, per my respect for the person that this is about. We're going to bypass all the drama. I'm not going to tell you guys about the drama. It's all about the kindness and the goodness. So, in this case, this person had received two different unwanted stuffed dinosaurs that came from Build-A-Bear Workshop, and a lot of you may know that. If not, it's a store where you can go and you can build your own teddy bears, in this case dinosaurs, and a bunch of other animals and things like that. But she had received two that were unwanted from a person that she had told could not be in her child's life. And so she took them back to Build-A-Bear. You know, she said, I need to change out, you know, these things. I don't want them in my house, you know, with these voices being recorded on them, with the hearts that are in them, with the intentions that are in them. And Build-A-Bear didn't ask any questions. The girl helping didn't ask any questions. All she did was go up. She unstuffed and tore the hearts and the voice boxes out of those dinosaurs, and she replaced them at no cost for the person in question, so that her son could still get them on Christmas. Because apparently he had been coveting the dinosaurs, and they didn't want to throw away the dinosaurs. That's not fair to the child. And I think that's really beautiful. And sometimes you shouldn't ask questions. Sometimes you should just do it. And this particular person at Build-A-Bear Workshop, you know, really did a kindness by not charging her more money to change them out, you know, and everything like that. She just did something nice for someone who obviously was struggling with a dilemma, and that's very nice. So thank you to that person at Build-A-Bear. You know, that's going above and beyond what you're required to do. And lastly, we're going to go ahead and mention a group that actually a lot of people in the local Palm Beach and Martin County area can participate in. On the 23rd of December, the Tarot Circle of the Treasure Coast is going to be hosting a open house. They're going to have readers for tarot readings, things like that, along with healers, and in exchange for food, non-perishable foods, you can come out and they'll give you a free reading, a free healing, you know, and you can just get to know the community. You know, it's a very nice thing. Usually those readings are very expensive, so it's an option for a lot of people. Sorry, there's a horse getting in the background. But anyway, so that's a wonderful group. Christiana Gaudet is the one that's you know, bringing this forward. She's a wonderful person. I will put the information for the location in the link in the description down below. Please comment or email me at humanlinkcampaign@gmail.com if you have any you know, just messages for me, or you know, stories you'd like to tell for the next video. And we will see you next time. Thanks guys. Bye.